5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We knew the world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that one way or another.
And it's about the invention of the world's first atomic bomb, and particularly about the great American physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer, who was the guiding spirit of the Los Alamos project that developed the bomb and detonated it on the floor of the New Mexico desert barely a week before it was ultimately used in Japan, in Hiroshima. The work is a serious piece of drama. It deals with morality of nuclear weapons, of weapons of mass destruction as we now call them, and also with science.
I'm Peter Sellers. I am the director of Dr. Atomic, and I wrote the libretto working with John Adams. People's secrets, and to take the secrets of civilizations and take the secrets of entire swaths of history and not just whisper them, sing them. Is that night at Alamogordo, waiting for permission to detonate the bomb. That is the night sky all of these nervous scientists are contemplating. And hello, there it is. All these human beings together, both the performers and the audience, saying, hello, what are we and where are we in the universe?
Through sound, music, and performance direction, Adams and Sellers were able to convey the anxiety the Manhattan Project's team felt leading up to the bomb being released, their stunned and amazed emotions once it detonated, the frenzy experienced by Japanese civilians as a result of the atomic destruction, and the future implications the bomb created through mirroring the Trinity test to the drop on Japan.
Because it's about being able to imagine what you're not being told and what you can't actually touch or see.
In the final scene of the opera, the members of the Manhattan Project crowd around and start putting on protective eye gear in preparation for the bomb to drop. Most of this scene is silence, forcing the audience to rely on the actors' expressions and movements to reveal what was happening in front of them. The silence before and after the drop showcases the deafening effect that the bomb had on the world. Elements such as alarm sirens and a clock ticking bridge the Trinity test to future nuclear tensions. The alarm sounds like siren drills done during the Cold War between the US and the Soviet Union, which stemmed from nuclear tension between the two nations. And the clock symbolizes the countdown to an impending death or doom of the world. Instead of showing an explosion or trying to replicate a typical explosive sound, Adams uses an artistic and symbolic approach to a sound of the atomic bomb by using string instruments to create screeching sounds which replicate human screams, and takes the Trinity test and jumps to the moment after it was released upon Japan. By doing this, it really shows how the Trinity test represents every single future use of nuclear weaponry. While the Japanese woman speaks and the moments following it to the end of Dr. Atomic, Adams uses chords taken from Igor Stravinsky's work Requiem Canticles that were called the Chords of Death, which were made up from bells. Adams continues the theme of death produced from the bomb through the Requiem piece, as it is traditionally used in a funeral or Requiem Mass or Mass of Death. So the bells really reference a funeral march. This funeral march does not stay at Los Alamos, but rather it continues until today.
I have been asked whether, in the years to come, it will be possible to kill 40 million American people in the 20 largest American towns by the use of atomic bombs in a single night. I am afraid that the answer to that question is yes. I have been asked whether...
Oppenheimer tried to maintain control of the atomic energy enterprise to prevent the Air Force from abusing the weapons that he had created.
I think the only hope for our future safety must lie in a collaboration based on confidence and good faith with the other peoples of the world.